Let me repeat that. To accept Indian ideas is good for India and also for the West. So probably, I think we are all in a journey where groups like SPM, Foundation are there sitting. Kutch Corporate Forum, one of the last meetings that I attended, they have created a pool of at least minimum 5 crores and say, any ideas come and we are ready to fund you. The days are gone when we don't know how to become a businessman. The days are there, come with an idea. We have seen, ideas in US are funded. That's all past. Ideas in India are funded. Kutch Corporate Forum, SPM, hundreds of them. Unsaid stories have to be told. And entrepreneurs have to be created. Entrepreneurs are required. Not because it's a nation's need, it is our need. India is not, a job market. India believes in the spirit of an idea. Every idea, if it's not financially supported, that person can get depressed and walk out. Talent is lost, according to Chanakya, if it is not supported by money. Let me repeat this. So it's not about who is going to support you. Just look below. If there is one small person in your organization, company, he may require 5,000 rupees for an expansion of an idea. Give it. You may require 5 crores. That's a different story. Look at your own houses. Look at your servants. Do they have a creative idea and say, चल 10,000 लगाता हो तेरे पे. साहब मैं कभी वापस करूंगा. वो अलग बात है. तो चालू कर. Thanks SPM Group, SPM Foundation. Kutch Corporate Forum, I don't have to speak much, but I have learned a lot from them. And I continue learning, and a lot of office bearers of the Kutch Corporate Forum here, thanks a lot for actually being here and being a part of the journey called Chanakya. My book, Corporate Chanakya, is very popular in the Kutchi circles. And as I said, yeah, कभी गुजराती वर्जन आ रहा है यार, हम पढ़ेंगे लेकिन उससे ज्यादा गिफ्ट करेंगे. अच्छा, very good. They believe in that concept. And myself and Ranjit, we always say, अगर कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट को सक्सेसफुल करना है, गुजराती को पकड़ो. It's not about Gujarati. I think somewhere in India, a few communities are really patriotic. Maharashtrians for that matter. I'm not saying that the others are not, but somewhere it sparks out. That's why we created a Gandhiji and a Sardar Patel from the same state, right? To create that. Every community has contributed, and Shivaji from Maharashtra. But I'm telling you, if you want to work with an Indian idea, go to a person who's patriotic. Not sit with a business plan. Business plan is important as an accounting system. But an idea supported by another man with a mission is more important. And you will find it here when you go out. Make at least association with one guy. Professional insights, that's the forum actually got connected to so many of my friends, including Rajiv Bhai and Jayesh Bhai and of course Mulraj. And many of my other friends are also here. Preeti is here and Samir is here. This is the group which taught me that, you can believe in a vision and actually make it happen in that particular time. Thanks all of you for that particular support. And of course, 2 more people who are not actually in the logo format, but their presence is so important for me. Jayco Books, which made my first book, Corporate Chanakya, a national bestseller. I was speaking in one forum like that. The chairman came, another Gujarati. Jayco is another Gujarati. He came and said, "Baat acha karta hai, to likhta hai kya? You speak well, can you write?" Of course I write. In fact, that is my first talent. Jayco identified a talent. For a first-time author, it has gone for 22 reprints in the first 1 year and 2 months. National bestseller, and everybody is talking about it. But the journey doesn't stop. Another Gujarati comes in, Shemaru. Anybody here from Shemaru? Not yet, but there you are. Okay, there are the whole team of Shemaru. And saying, okay, chalo, Chanakya pe kya karte? You'll see the audio cassettes over there. So what's happening is that for me, Chanakya has been a journey, and I believe that it's not yet ended. It is not even begun. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to ask my team to actually listen to Chanakya. You saw Chanakya. You're hearing everybody appreciating Chanakya. But in the journey, you get connected to some of the most lovely minds. Many, many lovely minds. So what happened? This book, many people say, पढ़ने को time नहीं मिलता. तो अच्छा सुनने को time है कभी. Traveling. बॉम्बे में तो कितना travel करते हैं. So we made the whole book into a CD format. Many people say, itna jada book hai, and it is around 175 chapters. Each chapter actually takes only 3-4 minutes to read. Our education minister Rajesh Tope reads it. He says, आज मैंने इतना chapter complete किया. थोड़ा-थोड़ा पढ़ लेंगे. मैं बोला कि नहीं, थोड़ा-थोड़ा सुन लेंगे. And there are some of them in discounted rates if you want to buy today. And this is very available. But what I'm going to do now is actually make you listen to one of the chapters in Arthashastra. And the most important part is that it has got the voice of Tom Alter. And you listen to Tom Alder and understand he's one of the best voices in India today. So this particular chapter is on money and wealth, which is our topic for the day. So request a team to actually play that one chapter, listening to Corporate Chanakya and the advisors of Chanakya from the audiobook Corporate Chanakya by Shamaru.
(103) Money for Wealth Creation. Chanakya has two famous works to his credit: the elaborate Kautilya's Arthashastra with nearly 6,000 verses, and Chanakya Niti, a key to Arthashastra with just 331 line verses. Various verses in both the books deal with the principles of creation and the management of wealth. Kautilya says that money is not wealth, it is just a tool. Wealth is ever present in the universe. Like energy, wealth is constant. It only changes its names and forms. The secret of wealth creation is to understand the movement of wealth from one person to another, from one nation to another, from one generation to another. Wealth is not only what is with you, but also what is in you. Arthashastra says that the qualities of a person, character and knowledge, are prime requirements for wealth creation. It is largely misunderstood that wealth is what is around you. Your car, your house, and other possessions do not constitute real wealth. In fact, they are byproducts of your inner wealth. The inner wealth of knowledge, experience, and wisdom are your true wealth. Without them, you cannot create external wealth. Only continuous empowerment with knowledge helps wealth flow to you. A knowledgeable man can create wealth anywhere, anytime. Be ever active in the management of the economy, because the root of wealth is economic activity. Inactivity brings material distress. Without an active policy, both current prosperity and future gains are destroyed. Chanakya says that activity is the root of wealth. An organization without active strategies, constant information flows, and regular reports cannot sustain itself. A lazy organization will plunge into distress. Wealth creation is impossible without an active policy. Without an active economic and financial policy, the present hard-earned wealth will be destroyed, and there will be no hope for future profits. Targets, deadlines, and a focused approach are just pointers to keep employees on their toes. A good, profitable organization requires continuous activity, without which wealth will never be attracted towards it. Also, individuals who are lazy will not be able to create wealth. Individuals who are lazy will not be able to create wealth.
That's it, one chapter over. It doesn't take more than 4 minutes. So, you got a sample of it. And every time I work with people, I always say make it economical, so that the last man in the last village can also benefit from it. So, Shamaru said, kitna mera? 200 rupiya. 4.5 hours of listening for 200 rupees, and again discounted further on that. So I will tell you, listen to it, but for me, the journey, I believe, is gifted to more people. So I always say, the way you have to promote Chanakya is invest a little bit of money, time into it, and talk to a few people. A few more friends who have been helping me out, Satish Shena over here, he's been giving me platforms, and yahan aake baat karo, wahan aake baat karo, Parvati is here. And of course, not to forget the first journey when we did our first training program called Anvikshiki, the science of thinking. My own teacher who taught me Sanskrit, Chafekar madam. Can you please rise up, madam? Chafekar ma'am is here. Friends, when we did this first time for the corporate world, Mulraj came with an idea saying, Anvikshiki kya hai? बहुत जने सुना नहीं है, तो इसका Anvikshiki means the science of thinking. Then we said, Radha, तुम क्यों नहीं conduct करते? And I remember you had made a very grand program with 60, 70 CEOs. That was my launch. Of course, we had done with MTHR, the team also. But this was a CEO group. And then we said, okay, this is our in-house, let's do it first. And that time we called Chafekar madam. And we said, we have to give her something financially. Dharmasya moolam artha. And we gave her 5,000 rupees. And she called up after the program. She didn't know what she got in that particular envelope, After she called up, हम संस्कृत टीचर्स को 150-200 रुपए से ज्यादा कभी मिला ही नहीं है. 1 घंटा बात करने के लिए 5,000 रुपया. हमने मैडम, it is not 5,000 रुपया. It is we value your time and effort. Believe me, friends, you don't have to go outside. You have to just look back to your colleges. Go to Somya College and hundreds of colleges. The teachers sitting over there, they spend their life in research, learning languages, but nobody actually is supporting them. It's a sad state. We say, great wealth, but just go back. जिसे ढूंढा गली गली घर के पिछवाड़े मिली. लेकिन पिछवाड़ों को भी सपोर्ट करो. प्लीज गो बैक टू योर ओन स्मॉल कम्युनिटीज, गो बैक टू योर विलेजेस. ये सारे शास्त्रों के नॉलेज अपने घर में बचा के रखे हैं, लेकिन हम उनको ध्यान नहीं देते. So it's not about outside, it's actually inside.